LEGO Speed Champions is known for having two separate eras. The 6-wide era, where the theme first began, these cars were small and lacked some detail, only focusing on the car's most iconic features like front ends and side profiles. They were small enough to fit onto LEGO cities and fell in line with common LEGO car philosophy, that being one seat and one minifigure. The biggest complaint with this era was the overuse of stickers. There's still complaints with stickers today, but back then it was hard to find a piece that didn't have a sticker. And prints were little to none. Only the windscreen piece had a print, yet sometimes they would still require a sticker too. In 2020 we saw the biggest change, literally. They changed the platform from 6 studs apart to 8 studs apart. This allowed more details to fit while still keeping the theme's core. Of course, the drawbacks is that they no longer fit into the average LEGO city. They could technically be placed, but in comparison to other builds, a Speed Champions car would tower over them. And that's how each era can be described. 6-wides were meant to be played with and even came with other builds to add to the experience, while 8-wide is seen as more of a display piece. Looks great, but not really meant to be played with. Now before I get more into it, I'd like to make a few announcements. 1,000 subscribers. We have hit 1,000 subscribers. That's something I never thought I'd say this soon. When I started this channel, all I wanted to do was talk about Speed Champions and share my opinions, and make videos I actually enjoy making. Every view, every comment, every like, and every subscription has helped push this channel forward. Seeing people actually enjoy the content, all the comments supporting me is what motivates me to keep improving. Better videos are coming, higher quality, stronger ideas, and a lot of content focused on LEGO Speed Champions and everything around it. But I'm also interested in other themes, and I'll try to make a video too about those other themes. Before I announce the winner of the giveaway, I would actually like to announce a new one. Now, I was originally going to set the goal at 2,500 subscribers, but due to the fact that we're growing so fast and it's only been about a week since I announced the last one, I decided to increase it to 5,000 subscribers. But we will also have more than one winner because there will be more than one thing to give away. The sets will be the McLaren Solus GT and F1, Audi S1 e-tron, and the Technic Corvette. Thanks again for all your support, and I hope to see you at 5,000 subs. Now the winner of the 1,000 subscriber giveaway is Jay Sabi. I think that's how you say it. Congratulations to you for being the first ever winner, and please contact me so I can send you the set. How, you may ask? The new Nixic Bricks Instagram is up and running. I'll post mini reviews on sets and some behind the scenes stuff, so go check it out. There's not much on there yet, but it is coming. Shout out to the 3 people that found the link in the last video. I didn't mention anything about it because I was saving it for this video, but the link is in the description. Hello everyone, my name is Nixic Bricks, and I have a unique mind. And I'm not saying I have magic powers or hidden talents, but when I think of the two Speed Champions eras, the 6-wide and 8-wide, I tend to see other mini eras hidden within. Kind of like seeing an era within an era. I think it's best to show you what I mean. So we'll start off with 2015 to 2016, the 6-wide Bronze Age. This was the first 2 years, and it quickly introduced us to what it was. Fast cars and licensed cars. This also saw the introduction of a bundle of new parts to be included with all the sets during this time, like new wheels, windscreens, wheelbases, and fenders, along with pieces not exclusive to the sets. People didn't know how long this theme would end up lasting because original LEGO themes never really seemed to live long, like Hero Factory, Legends of Chima, and Ultra Agents. Now the question I want you to answer is that are LEGO Speed Champions a licensed theme like Star Wars or Harry Potter? Or is it an original theme like Ninjago and Dreams? The name is original, but the cars are licensed, so which is it? 2017 to 2018, 6-wide Golden Age. This time period is when they first started using brakes as headlights. Everything prior had been stickers for headlights. Of course, not all of them had this. Some still use stickers. Not only that, they tried using new techniques like rubber band for the Chiron's rear lights and a longer front end for the Mercedes GT3. You can see how important detail is starting to become. The LaFerrari and the Ferrari FXXK are very similar in real life, yet they both front ends are built differently. This to me is the most iconic 6-wide Speed Champions in terms of how they sold on shelves. Well, everyone I asked seemed to remember seeing these everywhere and how good they were at the time. Maybe that's biased because it's the time when I started collecting Speed Champions. There wasn't any at Walmart at the time, so the best chance for me to get them was at Toys R Us. I also had no idea official LEGO stores was even a thing. Probably because I live 2 hours from my closest one today. I still remember picking up my first ones, the McLaren 720S, the Ferrari F1, and the Bugatti Chiron for my birthday. I mean, I have the 2017 store display sitting in my room. That's how impactful they became to me. 2019, the 6-wide Silver Age. The year before they became 8-wide, these Speed Champion sets feel like they didn't give the platform one last memorable wave. They only give us 2 sets that were something other than road cars, and the ones we did get was eventually re-released in a different color or ended up being remade just a few years later. I got lots of comments on the remakes video saying that the McLaren sedan needs to be remade, and it didn't work in 6 wide. Lots of these cars became forgettable in the Speed Champions community, and it's such a shame that they do. Maybe they were so focused on the 8 wide move that they were just rushed to production. Also, these sets were still on shelves when the 8 wide change happened, so they probably just got overlooked by most new fans. This was dubbed the Silver Age because I feel like it was a step back more than anything else. 2020 to 2021, 8 wide's Bronze Age. This was the first years with the 8 wide change. All the cars looked better instantly due to having more room that was given, and new elements like the new windscreen piece, a new car-based piece, yet they still use the older style of wheel. With them, they saw the introduction of 4 new manufacturers we've never seen before in Speed Champions, such as Nissan, Koenigsegg, Toyota, and Lamborghini. 2020 cars felt like they were still using the 6 wide form of building, but we were starting to see what they would become, as they all seemed to have 1 or 2 techniques that were nice, but nothing compared to what we get later. 2021 improved them a little more by adding new dual molded wheels and a handful of new parts. Of course, this way still has some cars that were not really that impressive or good, but still, the peak was approaching soon. This is the year I went headfirst into collecting Speed Champions, and the year we got polybags with waves. 2022 to 2023, the 8 wide silver/golden age. 2022 was the first year that movie cars were introduced. Dom's Dodge Charger and James Bond's DB5 was added to the set list, allowing dozens more options for possible sets. This is also the time where I feel like more people became fans of Speed Champions, as according to Brick Economy, the top 5 most owned sets came from this time period, along with more of them further down. Printed headlights became the new standard along with brick builds from time to time. All of these sets were well suited for fans returning and new fans that might have just bought their first set. This was the improved version of the bronze 8 wide era, where most of the previous ages were fixed here, which is why I call it the silver and golden age, because I see it as the best for their time. But what comes after was a different league of its own. 2024 to now, the 8 wide prime. You heard that right. I feel like right now is LEGO Speed Champions prime. They have taken everything they have learned over the past few years in the 8 wide and went absolutely crazy. First off, each set has a handful of printed parts, well, some more than others. More complicated or smaller pieces tend to come with a print. Yeah, there's still some stickers, but compared to before, we're starting to see prints become more common. It's even more true for the most recent releases like the Back to the Future DeLorean and the Bugatti Vision GT. If only that was true for the F1 sets. And the new techniques they use to get some of the more minor details in like the Mustang Dark Horse, where the pieces get mounted sideways for what would eventually represent a vinyl on the real car. They even turned a simple car like the Dodge Challenger and made the building experience seem more interesting than it needed to be. Simple details required more intricate part usages, things that could have simply been stickers. You can see how designers are constantly wanting to improve sets, and takes feedback they get to heart. More movie cars, more prints, more building techniques, and coming later this year, more older cars will get the spotlight. Well, there's my explanation on how I think there's more than just 2 different eras of LEGO Speed Champions. I always saw some cars are different than others, even if they were released close to each other. It's kind of the thing you see when you own all of them and are just waiting for the next release. All you can do is look at them while you think of all the money you could have saved. But
no way! I'm not collecting them to sell! I'm collecting them because they're simple and beautiful and because they make me happy!
Let me know if you agree or you think I'm crazy and I need to get some more sleep. Remember to like and subscribe to enter the giveaway for a chance to win all of these sets. Oh, and also follow me on Instagram. Link is in the description. Okay, I think that's it. I'll see y'all later. Bye.